Are you ready? I said, are you ready? You are listening to Voice of the Fans Sportscast, brought to you by none other than the voices of the fans. Discussing football, basketball, news, trending topics. The one-stop shop for all things sports. Voice of the Fans Sportscast. Hosted by none other than Ben Swift Reynolds, Taylor Gatwood, and Tyler Wright. Voice of the Fans Sportscast. Voice of the Fans Sportscast. Voice of the Fans Sportscast.
Welcome, guys, to another episode of Voice of the Fans Sportscast. I'm your host, Ben Reynolds. We have Taylor Gatwood, Tyler Wright. What's up, guys?
What's going on, bro?
Yo.
Man, getting ready for this football season, man. Super excited. Just been looking at videos of, Tom Brady talking about, how the game changed and just getting all this football excitement into my spirit and just ready to watch some football pretty much.
Yeah, I can't wait to watch football this year. Sports world's been pretty boring lately. Just been baseball, that's about it.
Hey Ben, he can't wait for the Texans season opener.
I know, and the Texans, man, they had a fire sale going on, and the Saints said, I mean, why not? Let's give them boys a call. They got everything outside on the grass. Get Deshaun Watson for $3 and get Bradley Roby for $1. They had a fire sale going on, and we like to thank the Texans organization for improving our defense greatly, because we definitely needed a second corner. And shout out to them in that fire sale. I mean, it was good sales. So NFL teams go over to the Texans organization and they get a deal done for you.
I'm gonna go get my boy Deshaun so I can be a fan of your team.
I mean, the Texans still might well just throw in Deshaun Watson too. Just go ahead and throw in that extra player for us.
Y'all can have James.
Yeah, y'all can have James. We'll take Watson. We can just do it.
Who's y'all, bro? Hey, I'm a Saints fan if that happens.
Nah, man. Sorry. As soon as we get Watson, we close our doors. No more fans allowed.
Nah, man, we're a package deal.
Nah, man. You gotta go down with your ship. Cause man, I don't know. Y'all might win one game. I might give y'all two.
Oh, that's real exciting.
I got old Tyrod Taylor throwing the ball for y'all.
All right, time to move on.
Tyrod the Great. Y'all gonna put his statue outside?
He's no Chad Henne, though.
Hey, we're gonna have two goats. All right, so the Texans gonna probably beat, who's in y'all division? Texans might beat Titans or something like that, and you gotta put a statue of Tyrod Taylor outside.
Yeah, we ain't beating the Titans.
I'm sure y'all not even beating Jacksonville.
No, Jacksonville probably gonna blow us up by 30.
Yeah, cause they got some offensive firepower now. They got a killer wide receiver core and a running game. So y'all know the first game of the season, Bucks versus the Cowboys. I mean, what a way to start the season with the Bucks and Cowboys. Dak coming back off an injury. Tom Brady going into another 30th season. Trying to play for ring number 8. Super Bowl champs, Buccaneers. They trying to repeat. I mean, what a game to put on Thursday night. Usually Thursday night games be sorry, but they did a good job of starting the season off right with the Cowboys and Buccaneers. So how y'all see this game going? Dak. There were rumors about his shoulder, or about someone's nagging him. I'm curious to see how that play out. I'm probably gonna be looking at him more closely to see know how he start off the series. Are they gonna run the ball or throw it? And just see how they get the offense rolling. Because versus that Buck defense, they gonna need to get some little splash plays here and there. Little to settle Dak in since he missed mostly the entire 2020 season. So it's gonna be an interesting game to see how the Cowboys go into this game with the game plan on how to attack the Bucks. It's gonna be interesting. I think it's gonna be I don't know. It's gonna be close. I haven't really just thought about it, but it's gonna be a good game. What y'all think?
I don't know. It depends on how the Bucks come out. Like, 'cause, last season, did they win their first game last season?
No, they lost. Yeah, I believe they lost to the Saints.
First game?
I believe it was the first game. It was something like he threw a pick six, and remember they were talking about how the Buccaneers looking bad, Tom Brady looking wild.
Yeah, I remember them. They didn't start out too well last season.
Mm-hmm.
No, they didn't.
It just depends on what kind of intensity they come out with.
They're gonna have better chemistry to start off the year this year. The reason they started off slow last year, I think, is because there were so many new players for the Bucks, so they had to build up that chemistry, and I think they have it now. So I think they'll be different to start the year.
Yeah, I was right. They lost to the Saints the first game of the season. It was 34-23.
I don't know. I remember that game.
Okay, I remember Brady throwing a pick six to Jack Rabbit. It was like a lame duck to Sky Miller on the out route, and Jack Rabbit jumped it and picked it off.
That boy jumped everything.
That's why they call him Jack Rabbit. But it's like I'm curious to see how Dak gonna come out. Are y'all watching him any type of way, or to see if any injuries lingering, or he just look kind of rusty or stale?
Yeah, I think everybody is. I think he's gonna do just fine though.
If I were the Cowboys against that Tampa Bay defense, I want to get Dak into a rhythm. So short, quick passes, screen plays, just to get him going. And then I'll let loose Michael Gallup one good couple of times downfield, the spread out the defense. And I'm curious to see, just how Dak arm is. I'm gonna see is he really suffering from injury, or he's just kind of rusty and just got knocked the rust off. So I'll get Dak going with a couple short passes, quick passes. He got the perfect receivers for that with CeeDee Lamb and Cooper. They're great in space and short routes and mid-range routes. So if I was the Cowboys, I'm trying to get Dak in the groove and try to pick the defense apart, because some of their corners still not that great. So there could be chances of wide open receivers, in my opinion.
Yeah, it should be.
It just all depends on, if they can protect that too. Zach Martin, their center is going to be out with COVID. So that's a huge loss. So maybe they can get Dak rolling out the pocket some, because I'm pretty sure they're going to try to bring pressure up the middle. And I would just try to keep Dak, moving around some to, keep the defense honest.
Okay.
What about
He's
you,
pretty
Gary?
comfortable moving around.
I think it'll be a better game than people think. I think the Buccaneers, in my opinion, I think they'll probably win, but I think Dak's going to come out to play. He'll be ready. He'll be itching to get out there. And I'm not really worried about him. He's been there. He's a calm quarterback in the pocket. I think he'll be fine. But
I think he's gonna be a little rusty.
Yeah,
that's what
I think he'll be a little rusty, but I think he'll be fine there.
Is there any concerns with y'all about Zeke?
Nah.
I heard he lost weight. He's looking better.
Last year, he went through that whole fumble-itis, during the back end of the season. He just didn't look stellar. You know, I'm going to have to see a lot from him to be, for him to win my trust again, because he just seemed disinterested last year. Maybe because Dak was out and he had old Red Rocket back there hand the ball off to him. And I'm pretty sure they'll put anybody off. You got Red Rocket hanging you the ball. I become disinterested too. But
apparently he's better than Justin Fields.
Yeah, apparently so, right?
His time.
Yeah, it's his time. I'm surprised at his time now when it should have been his time like 5 or 6 years ago. But
and what do we know?
Apparently it's his time. But just looking back at Zeke, he just didn't look stable. He looked disinterested. He didn't look like he was in shape. He had a fumbling problem. And it just seemed like everything was just falling apart for the Cowboys. So I'm curious to see how this offense is going to come out against this defense. Because I'm pretty sure the Bucs' main goal is to pressure Dak as much as often. That's what I'll do if I was Buccaneers. I'm coming out blitzing him, trying to see, can he move around? Can he make throws? Just putting him in spots where he got to make quick decisions and get rid of the ball quicker than he have to. And that's what I'll do if I was Buccaneers. I want to attack Dak as much as possible and prove to me that he can still, go out there and make them throws. I haven't watched much of Hard Knocks, but I'm pretty sure Cowboy fans are kind of on the fence about this game as well. If you had to pick a team to win this game, who y'all choosing?
Bucs.
Yeah, I'm choosing the Bucs too. Even though I'm rooting for the Cowboys to win this game, I'm going for I think the Bucs gonna take it. It's just the defense is still lacking. They try to fix their linebacker core with Micah Parsons, because what's that dude's name? He was injured last year at linebacker for him.
Sean Lee or Leighton Vander Esch.
Vander Esch, yeah. He was out last year with injury, so they getting him back. Jalen Smith and Micah Parsons. It really all depends on if the Buccaneers can get pressure also. But we already know the Cowboys can get pressure also, but we already know the Buccaneers got one of the top. Now they got one of the top offensive lines out there to help protect Tom. So it's really important for them to get pressure because they cannot let Tom sit back there and throw the ball to Mike Evans and AB and Chris Godwin and I forgot that tight end name. What's his name? What's the Buccaneers tight end name?
Gronk?
No, not Gronk. The other guy.
O.J. Howard?
The ball in the red zone, huh?
Oh, the dude from Bama, yeah.
Who?
O.J. Howard.
The other one. The white guy.
Man, they got another one?
Yeah, man, they loaded. I can't, man. His name is slipping my mind right now.
O.J. Howard?
Cameron Brate.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was them. Cameron Brate. So I was like, what? There's more? Yeah, dude. Like Gronk is more his red zone threat, but he loves Cameron Brate too. He liked Cameron Brate. Cameron Brate's a sweet route runner. I wanted I think he was about to be a free agent, something like that, but the Buccaneers signed him back, and I kind of wanted him, for the Saints guy, man. He's a sweet target, and and O.J. Howard come back from injury, and before he got injured, he was trying to show a glimpse of being a good tight end, but he just got injured. Just everything just didn't pan out for him. The Buccaneers, they got a loaded team now. The offense is loaded, so the Cowboys have to bring pressure. In my opinion, how would y'all defend the Patriots? I mean, not the Patriots. I said the Patriots. The Buccaneers.
You gotta
That's the
only you
hard
gotta
one,
put
bro.
pressure on Brady. I mean, all you can do, you gotta be able to put pressure on Brady. That's the main thing.
And the Cowboys, their corners, man. I don't know if they can hold up.
Big day for Mike Evans.
You said Big Dave. All right, so who has a better game, Mike Evans or Chris Godwin?
Mike Evans.
You really think that?
You don't?
I think Tom Brady and Chris Godwin, I think they finally getting on the same page. And you know how Tom Brady lost his slot guys.
Yeah, it'll be either or.
It's hard to predict which receiver's gonna go off with them.
I know it's not gonna be AB. Even though the coach came out and said that AB looking like his old Steeler days. I don't know. I gotta see it to believe that.
If he does, that's gonna be scary.
I never thought he lost really a step.
I did.
He was just learning the offense. I think he was learning the offense last year, and he was the number 3. So
yeah,
I don't know. We'll see.
Yeah, Bruce Arians said he looking real good out there. So, Gatwood, why you didn't take him in fantasy if you thought that?
I didn't say I didn't think yet. Tyler's the one who said that.
Oh.
But I do agree with him to an extent because, I'm not going to judge him based off last year. I'm going to judge him based off the full season this year. So I understand what he was saying.
If you think about it, if Julio would have had all season like AB, Julio would step right in and would not miss a beat.
Yeah, but he wouldn't have been the number 3.
Huh?
Julio wouldn't have came in being the number 3, though.
Well, everybody used to compare AB to Julio all day. Like, well, who's the better receiver, AB or Julio? You know, some people picking AB, some people picking Julio. That's what I'm saying. I feel like AB lost something, and dude's older than what y'all think. I think he's like 33, somewhere around there. Anybody check that?
Oh, AB?
Yeah, how old is AB?
I'm gonna guess. Watch this. I'm gonna be right to you. He is 30. What? I give him 32. No, I give him 31.
You're right. Ben's right. He's 33. He's 33.
Oh, what?
I didn't know that.
Buddy is old.
It's what I'm saying. Like, it wasn't the fact that he didn't look like the offense. It looked like he just slow. It looked like he just lost a step.
I don't think he lost a step. I mean, he may have, but not nothing crazy.
He has a good chance to go off against Dallas. At least get a touchdown.
And they ain't like he been
number
playing.
3 receiver any day.
Huh?
I said I'd take him as a number 3 receiver any day.
Yeah, that's true. I would too. I don't know, Deebo Samuel. You know, when they would kill Emmanuel Sanders, Deebo Samuel, and right now that would have been pretty deadly too, though.
That is a nice 3.
Mm-hmm. All right, let's get into the NFL games. Huh?
Cowboys got a nice 3. The Cowboys got a nice 3.
Yeah, CeeDee Lamb, Michael Gallup, and Amari Cooper.
Yeah.
All right, let's go rapid fire here through these games. All right, we'll go with the Packers and Saints. Saints, probably a whole game for the Saints, but we know due to Hurricane, Saints had to go play the football game in Jacksonville. So Green Bay versus the Saints. If you're the Saints, how you coming in with the game plan versus Green Bay?
I hate to repeat what Gatwood said, but I can only think pressure on Aaron Rodgers, I guess.
Yeah.
Nope. I'm gonna say this. I would try to keep the ball from him.
So heavy dose of Kamara, and not having James
runs.
Yeah.
Short passes.
The X factor.
What's the X factor?
To me, the X factor is Lattimore. Lattimore's going to have a big game against Devontae.
Last time, Devontae Adams owned him. I hate to say it, but, man, wasn't pretty.
Marshawn only played good against Mike Evans. I don't know what's wrong with him. He be sunning Mike Evans out there.
Mike Evans be testing his gangster. So he need to bring that gangster to every game. Just looking at this Green Bay, the Saints going to have to get pressure on Aaron Rodgers. With the front four, they might bring a casual blitz, but the front four has to get to Aaron Rodgers. And the Saints have to run the football. Sean Payton going to have to be patient. And Jameis, he knew with this. Don't let Jameis throw 35 times, 40 times a game. He been like at 30, somewhere around there. Like, we don't need him just throwing the ball like that. We got Kamara and Mike Thomas is not even here.
With well-timed shots down the field. Now, no, you know how he get.
Yeah, like you can't have Jameis trying to run the show. No, keep in Kamara hands. We out without Mike Thomas, so we need to keep this ball, out of Aaron Rodgers' hand. We don't need to get in the shootout. Our defense has to come to play. And for Green Bay, man, they just gonna have to stop Kamara. Cause if that was me, that'll be my focus, just stopping Kamara. I know my offense can put up points. I'm not worried about that. I'm worried about my defense. I'm spending heavily talking to my linebackers and DNs, talking about the importance of stopping the run because they need this going into this game to have a chance to win. Because if they stop Kamara and them boys, they might pull away from this game. So if I'm Saint, I'm stopping. I'm getting pressure on Aaron Rodgers. That's the only way, even though he's like a musician in the pocket. But that's my game plan for Saints. Is like you have to stop and you have to put pressure on Rodgers in order to win this game. Just like Tampa did when they beat him. In the playoffs, they got pressure on Rodgers, and nothing much they can do. And they create turnovers. We already know turnovers winning games. Will help you win games.
Pick on their number 2 corner too, because their number 2 corner was getting burnt by the Bucs. Kevin King.
Yeah, you think Green Bay would have fixed that issue somewhere in free agency or even in the draft. And Aaron Rodgers, that's what I'm talking about. Aaron Rodgers talking about his offensive guy, but he don't realize you need defense just as much as you need offense. We're gonna give out
Try to get good matchups with that corner. Try to get Marquez Callaway on that corner, which I'm sure they're going to put they're going to try to put Jair Alexander on him the whole time, I'm sure.
Yeah, exactly. So it's gonna be a good game. Like I said, we're gonna give our picks out Friday, and we're gonna tell y'all who we think gonna win these games. Eagles versus Falcons. The Eagles should win. The Eagles should have a pretty solid game plan versus the Falcons. Falcons don't have anything. I mean, they got Kyle Pitts. They have Calvin Ridley, Russell Gage, but their run game is still suspect. So if they can eliminate Matt Ryan in that passing offense game, I think the Eagles should pull away from this game pretty easily.
I think it's gonna be a tight game.
Is Jalen Hurts starting for them?
Yeah. It's just like Jalen Hurts and that. I don't know what the Falcons did to their defense to get better, but it wasn't like it was a lot. You know what I'm saying? Not like they just revamped the whole defense. They still lost guys. And AJ Terrell still like he having trouble. Ever since that Clemson game,
that was him, bro. That was him.
Yeah, that boy was getting burned by Ja'Marr Chase and Justin Jefferson. That boy was struggling out there. And now who's coming in? Devontae Smith now. AJ Terrell got to deal with Devontae Smith with that speed. Okay. I don't know. I'm not saying Devontae Smith gonna have a big game, but I suspect at least one deep touchdown from him. One deep shot. Like if the Eagles go deep, it's gonna be to Devontae Smith. It's gonna be for a touchdown. I have a feeling that's what's gonna happen. So we got Jalen Reagor, Whiteside, Dallas Goedert, and they still got Zach Ertz. I think the Ravens defense, they're gonna have a tough time. I said Ravens. The Falcons defense gonna have a tough time trying to corral Jalen Hurts. You know he run it too. He like a Taysom Hill. He get out the fire and run. And the Falcons, they have trouble containing people sometimes. And then linebacker core is not solid. They still have Deion Jones, but the rest of the guys, I mean, who are they?
Yeah, I honestly can't say. I can't name that many people on the Falcons defense. If we're being honest.
Yeah, I just know Deion Jones, AJ Terrell, Eric Harris, and that's it for me, man. Oh, that pass rusher. What's his name? Got dread.
They still got Pat McKinley.
They don't.
Yeah, I don't know them.
Eagles for the Eagles win this game. Release and let loose Jalen Hurts. Let him do his thing. For the Falcons win this game, they're gonna have to contain Jalen Hurts and get some big defensive stops, because I'm pretty sure they're gonna have some trick plays for Jalen Hurts in this offense, and Wildcat too.
Yeah, they should.
Yeah, you would think so, right? Now this is gonna be a tough game right here. Steelers versus Bills.
You think so?
Huh? Oh yeah. It's gonna be. I feel like the Steelers had a heart-to-heart meeting with themselves after that Browns playoff loss, and I feel like they're gonna get back to the basics of running the ball. That's why they drafted Najee Harris. You know, they had a tough Steelers running game like they used to. You know, James Conner just wasn't reliable. He was too injury prone, and they couldn't run the ball like they wanted to, like the Steelers usually do. They always had like a solid running back going.
Remember the Bush, bro?
Yeah, like Jerome Biz and Le'Veon. They always had strong runners.
Strong runner and great defense.
And that what they predicate on is having those principles. And they getting back to what they know to do, and that's run the ball. And I feel like they'll get back to the basics, like I said, and just not have Big Ben coming out here throwing the ball all over the place. I mean, that's great. You got great receivers and all of that. But the main thing is, establishing a run, which just opens up, everything else for that great wide receiver core you have. And they have to get back to that in order to make it further into playoffs. Cause I think they're gonna make the playoffs anyway. It just about them, staying true to themselves and not throwing the ball 50 times. I mean, Big Ben's older. He's not the same guy. He don't have that same escapability like he used to. And it got him in trouble last year. And they just need to take more off of him. I mean, as the quarterbacks get older, I don't know why they expect you guys to throw it all over the place like this. No, man.
They threw the ball so much last season.
So much, man. I mean, like you said, you can't rely on James Conner. And I can't remember the other running back name. They wasn't, he was solid for what he could do. Was it Benny Snell? That was who? Yeah, Benny Snell. I mean, there's not much you can do in your running game when your main running back is staying injured every season, and I feel like they really understood that. And in order for them to put a solid game plan together, they're gonna have to go back to the running game. And for Buffalo, they did improve their defense. If I were them, I'll try to make it a shootout. I mean,
Yeah.
because I'll try to attack the defense as much as possible. You know, I don't want the Steelers to go back to that old nitty gritty type football game, hard nose. No, I want to keep them on track stars type style. You know,
Yeah.
Ben Roethlisberger is susceptible to making mistakes, and their own line's not all that great anymore. So if I'm the Bills, I'm trying to like air it out. You know, my running back, and we know at Buffalo, our running game is not all that great, so that's giving me even more incentive to air it out and just spread out that defense as much as possible. Devin Singletary and Zach Moss, we got those two guys, but you know they nothing to hang a hat on. So I'm trying to get my ball to my playmakers. That's just me though. What y'all think?
Like you spot on, coach.
You know, I did take my flag football team undefeated to championship. You know, we like to I don't know what year is that, 1982 Miami Dolphins or something like that. You know, no, they were like 1960. I don't know, I can't remember that exact date. But yeah, we were like the Dolphins team. We won all our regular season game and went to the playoffs undefeated, and we ended the season undefeated in the trophy. So yeah, I know what I'm doing.
No participation trophies around here.
You know, I feel like that should be my nickname on the pod, the coach. You know,
the coach. You got too many nicknames.
I don't say, hey, I don't be like Kenny. Go up to my board.
It's a nickname minimum, bro. You got too many.
I told him, dude. My brother said he said, man, you got too many monikers, bro. I'm like, yeah, I need to cut down some of these. The Vikings versus the Bengals.
You.
I know you, right? I don't know what's gonna happen in this game. I don't know what type of offense the Bengals are running or what they gonna do. Joe Mixon, I mean, he's coming back from injury. Joe Burrow's coming back from injury. I mean, do you want to take it slow with Joe Mixon, or you know, or you just want to just ham 20-some carries?
Yeah. Running game is always the safest bet to me.
Yeah, it is, and with the Bengals, I mean, they got a lot of offensive power. They do, they really do. I was just concerned about the O-line. I don't know if they did enough.
I don't think so.
Can you be patient with that running game?
No.
And that's what I'm worried about. They don't want to get in because with the Vikings too, like they can carve you up on the ground and the air with Adam Thielen and Justin Jefferson and Dalvin Cook. I mean, I don't even know. Do you want to even try that with the Vikings?
Either or. I mean, I guess they just got to count on Kirk to Kirk, I guess.
Yeah, like you go in the game thinking like, oh, we're gonna let Kirk be Kirk, and you know, eventually he gonna screw up. He eventually gonna.
I don't think. Yeah, you can't go into the game like that.
You're like, all right, this is all we got right now. I mean, Joe Mixon coming back from injury. Do we overwork him? They got a backup running back is Samaje Perine.
I don't know who that is.
He's a pass catching back from Washington. He's played at Washington. I don't know where he went to after Washington, but that's where he went to. That's where he started his career in Washington. Oh, that's something about the other guy from. I think it was like 2 Perines. I might be getting them guys mixed up. Yeah, well, isn't that like 2 Perines? Wasn't that one for like Baltimore or something like that?
I think there's just one Perine, I think.
Okay. Well, if this is the same guy I'm thinking about, he was a pass catching back for Washington a couple years ago. I want to say about 3 or 4 years ago.
Yeah, he did play for. He got drafted by Washington. I remember that.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. I'm on the right track then. So do you air this thing out with Joe Burrow?
No, you don't.
Not first week back from injury.
I'm saying you got both your starters coming back from injury. Joe Mixon come back from an injury, and Joe Mixon. And Joe Burrow. All right, so here's my game plan. I'm going in with screens and quick passes, slants, out routes, nothing crazy. I might push the ball downfield a couple of times just to keep the defense honest. Then I'll run the ball here and there, but I'll try mostly with screens with Joe Mixon. I still don't think that O-line's good enough to open up some holes that you need to be opened up.
I don't know. They screwed either way.
Yeah, they screwed either way. If I'm the Vikings, the Vikings defense hasn't been the same since 2 years ago. Their corners are bad. They did get one linebacker back from injury. Their D line has been totally bust. And if I'm Minnesota, I'm bringing pressure every single time. Not every single time, but 50% of the game, I'm bringing pressure.
No doubt.
Horrible.
What you say?
I said that O-line's not going to be able to stop anything.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I'm bringing pressure most of the game. I mean, the Bengals, if they want to be stupid and draft and not take an O-line with their first pick, then that's on them. So I don't put pressure on them as much as possible.
Who did they take?
They took Ja'Marr Chase.
Oh, Ja'Marr Chase. Yeah, he been stinking it up.
Oh yeah, they say he been dropping passes, and he hasn't been looking the same. And it's gonna be the Bengals, man. They organization gotta do better. Like you gotta protect your asset, and Joe Burrow, and they didn't do that. So that's real lame though.
That's why bad franchises stay bad.
Huh?
That's why bad franchises stay bad.
Exactly. Like everybody want to take the sassy pick. Nobody want to take the practical pick. And the practical pick was a whole lineman. Like I don't understand that. Not one bit. It's just like the Falcons going Kyle Pitts when. Oh, okay. Yeah, y'all need a tight end, but you also need O-line too.
They just thought Kyle Pitts was that good.
I know that's what everybody's saying. That's a generational talent, but I heard some analysts they're like, I don't know about that.
I think he's good.
Huh?
I think he's gonna be good.
You think he's gonna be a generational though player?
He has the tools. He has the tools to be.
Dude, Josh Gordon had the tools too.
Yeah, but I mean, this is different. This dude ain't.
I'm just saying, like anything can happen where that guy don't even get to the tip of the iceberg of his potential, and now your franchise is back even more.
Yeah.
That's all I'm saying. All right. Next game is 49ers versus the Lions. The 49ers, like we said, I forgot to put that poll up. I think I'm put the poll up Friday. Since the game is Sunday. Who gives the 49ers a better chance to make the playoffs? And me, I'll say Trey Lance. And I think they wasting time especially if they lose this game. I'll just go on record. I don't see them losing the game versus the Lions. But
is he the starter?
Jimmy G.
Okay.
So Jimmy G, if on the 49ers, I mean the 49ers got pretty solid offense. You know, you got Brandon Ayuk, Debo, Samuel, George Kittle. I mean, if I'm them, I'm attacking the line secondary. I really don't even need to run the ball versus the Lions because their defense is pretty bad anyway. So if I'm 49ers, I'm attacking them on all fronts, running game, Trey Sermon, Raheem Mostert, All of them getting touches. And I'm just attacking them on all fronts through the air, on the ground. I don't think the Lions will be able to stop it. The matchups is just, to me, matches for the Lions.
Yeah, Jared Goff's going to be terrible without Sean McVay.
It's going to be bad because now you try to get Jared Goff to keep up.
Watch Jared Goff light them up.
If Jared Goff beat the 49ers, he would have the opportunity to grace the cover of VOL podcast cover in this episode. He will be on the cover. If he beat the 49ers, he will grace the cover of our next podcast episode. Well, it'll be Friday episode podcast cover. If he wins that game Sunday. Which I can say I don't see it. I'm not seeing that, so I won't have that. No, I won't be doing that anyway. So I'm just saying, if he does win, he get the cover. Just for him being the 49ers guy, there's no way I'm seeing him doing that. DeAndre Swift, everybody high on him. He looked pretty good in the preseason. He actually looked good close to the end of the season. They got rid of King Galladay, Tyrell Williams. Tyrell Williams was solid in Oakland. Well, now it's Las Vegas. T.J. Hockenson. T.J. Hockenson is going to suffer. That's who really going to suffer is T.J. Hockenson. He coming out being a stud, and now you have Jared Goff throwing you the ball. After my 4 years are up, I'm gone. At least you give me another quarterback, I'm gone.
You think he's going to be that bad, though?
Dude, it's going to be bad. Man, they started a grocery worker over Jared Goff.
What, John Walford?
John something. I can't remember. I can never remember his name.
They said his thumb was hurt, bro.
Man, so Drew Brees played with a dislocated shoulder or something. Drew Brees played with broke ribs. And all right, Drew, let's go.
Drew be ready to die about it, bro.
Drew, you could have died. Okay, I can go this week though. Dude, no, you not understanding. He could have died on the field, bro. He had a pressure. Could have died. And Jared, they want to start Jared Goff with a messed up thumb. Guy was on his throwing hand, man. That man could still hand off and throw quick screens and stuff. And he went in. He got put in the game anyway after John. What's his name?
Walford.
You said Walters?
Walford.
Walford?
Wofford. Remember?
Oh, Walford. Okay. Yeah, John Walford, the grocery store clerk.
But you gotta start calling him that.
So they put him in the playoff game. Win or go home game. And
that bunch of I want no parts. He got hurt quick.
And, you know what I'm saying? So the Lions, they should. I don't know, man. I don't know they was in position to draft a quarterback. I don't know. I would call the Houston Texans immediately. Okay, I'll take the chance of Watson not playing this year. At least we know we have a future. And Watson could play this season. He could play.
Yeah. Yeah, he can play.
Yeah, he can play. He's not on suspicion. So why would you not trade for him? But you go into the season with Jared Goff and a mediocre team. It's beyond belief, man. GMs just be stealing money. They know the owners are old and senile, and they just be stealing money, bro. Now, that's a con artist right there. GMs.
Make it like they're doing something?
Man, yeah, make it seem like they working. They ain't doing nothing. They're just collecting checks, man. All right. Cardinals and Titans. Now, this is going to be a good game. This is gonna be a real good game. We have Derrick Henry in the house with Tannehill. It's gonna be an interesting game. I'm curious to see how Kyler Murray come out. I want to see did he progress any? Cause at the end of the season he looked kind of shaky. Did he look like that to y'all?
Yeah, they fell off. The Cardinals in general fell off at the end of the year.
Mm-hmm. So I'm eager to see how this offense gonna come out. And now they got James Conner. I believe I want to say Chase Edmonds is a starter. I might be wrong. If I were the Cardinals, Chase Edmonds would be a starter.
He is.
Okay. So they have they coming off that season where they kind of fluctuated. They flutter out at the end. And of course, Titans coming in with the revamped defense. The defense actually looked pretty good in preseason. I don't know just how preseason, or they actually got legit players. And I want to see how. I want to know if the Titans going to change their game plan now since they got Julio. Are they going to throw it a little bit more, or are they going to just stick to the pound and ground?
I think they still going. I hope they throw it just a little bit more. But they probably still going to be run first.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah, well, you said the same thing?
Yeah, that's Derrick Henry, man. You got to feed the beast.
Do you have him in fantasy?
No, I don't have Derrick Henry.
Oh, okay. Yeah, you took McCaffrey, didn't you?
Yeah.
And the Titans game plan, we already know what their game is. Always ground and pound. But what's going to be so interesting with the Titans, they won't be able to stack the box anymore. I wonder if it's going to be like a whole
against them?
Different ball game for the Titans, huh?
Are you saying people playing against them not going to be able to tackle the box?
Yeah. They won't be able to put a man in the box anymore. Now you got Julio on one side. You have A.J. Brown on the other side. I mean, what box you trying to stack?
All right. Scary hours.
Yeah. That's pretty, scary when you got A.J. Brown and Julio on the outside. So you really got to pick up poison. That's why I wonder how the offense going to come out. Are they going to throw it a little bit more, just try to get, they got Julio and they can do that? Or are they just going to, see that 4-man, 5-man front and just run against it? And we already know the Cardinals going to need to, if I'm the Cardinals, I'm stopping that first. Even though we lost Patrick Peterson, our corners are not all that great, we still got Budda Baker. He's the field general. So he gonna get some guys in place. They still got solid DN and solid linebacker core. Just the corners are kind of iffy. So my main purpose will be stopping the run. I'd rather have Tannehill beat me than Derrick Henry run for 220 or something like that.
That has to be so demoralizing, bro, to watch him run for 200 yards. For real.
A grown man. He's a grown man just like you.
Bro, that's so many yards, bro. And he be stiff arming people.
Did y'all see? Have you ever seen his high school stats?
No, bro. They said he couldn't play the fourth quarter of games. He was killing them so bad.
Bro, he had over 4,000 rushing yards his senior year.
How?
Bro, that's like 1,000. That's like 500 yards a game, bro.
Yeah, bro. He had over 12,000 rushing yards for his career in high school.
Bro,
that's insane. Man,
that is sick, is what it is. Bro, can you imagine? Bro, getting out of school for all day? You got to go line up against Derrick Henry.
Yeah, you just ate your crappy lunch in the lunchroom, bro. You got to practice. And you got to go one-on-one drill with Derrick Henry. You're a linebacker during practice, and you have to do like a one-on-one drill with him.
You got to do Oklahoma with Derrick Henry.
Coach. Like, oh, my cramping, coach. I can't go. I'm cramping.
But got a long day of algebra. Gotta go Derrick Henry.
Hey, but think about the opposing team. You see Dan Hughes for the first time. Like, damn, that dude's bigger than my dad.
Right. Like, he must be our coach or something.
Oh, that's your strength and conditioning coach.
Right.
Why he wearing pads? Oh man, so Cardinals they're gonna have to they won't be able to set the box, but the Cardinals they got a solid linebacker. They got Zavion Collins, got Isaiah Simmons, Jordan Hitt. I mean, they got some good linebackers. So we're gonna see, man. They might be able to slow them down.
I like the Cardinals in this game.
I don't know. I gotta think about it some more. You know, I'm breaking it down. I think I have it. Like I said, I don't have a different answer Friday. I'm gonna do it. What I'm gonna do is too. I'm gonna put up all the games up, and I'm gonna see what everybody choose who they think gonna win versus our picks too. So it's gonna be interesting because some of the games are a toss up. It go either way in some of the games. And like I said, It's just all. I think the really major key though is Kyler Murray. If he can be a Russell Wilson, do y'all think that?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I like that comparison.
Yeah, he has the potential. I don't know if he's gonna be like the leader Russell Wilson is. Not yet, anyway.
Yeah, like you said, not yet. Seahawks versus Colts. I believe. What's one called? Hey, why his name just escaped my mind? Quarterback for Wentz. I don't know why I want to say Ertz. I don't know why I want to say Ertz for. Yeah, Carson Wentz. I believe he is playing. He was at practice last week too, so he should be playing. I don't know how this Colts offense gonna look. I'm running the football with Jonathan Taylor. He was beasting at the end of the season. It just Carson Wentz, man, he been injury prone lately. So I wanna like soothe his ego. Just get him going. He got Paris Campbell, QT, Michael Pittman, T.Y. Hilton, Pascal, Mo Alley Cox. Like, he got weapons, and he still got Jack Doyle. Like, he got tons of weapons. I think I just want to get him. I just want to get him slow down. You know, not make it feel like he need to put the team on his back. I think that's the main thing what you do with Wentz. Make him feel like he don't have to just like be Superman out there.
I agree with that.
And for Seattle, if I'm playing against the Colts, I want Wentz to try to be Superman. I want him to make. I already know my back end's not that great, so I want him to try to beat me. And I don't know if the Colts can get in the shootout with the Seahawks at this point. So if I'm Seattle, I want him to throw the ball. I mean, we already know what our offense can do. We'll see what our defense can do. If Seattle defense can step up and make plays and get sacks and just create turnovers, they're gonna win this game. They have a solid chance. And we're not like acting like Seattle is a bad team. I mean, they just frustrated in the season, so we got to see where they pick off at. With the offense wise and defense. We want to see how revamped the offensive line is for Seattle. You know, the whole episode with Russell Wilson not getting protected, the offense being vanilla, not being explosive enough. We're gonna see if they're gonna come out on all cylinders firing, or are they gonna try to, get Chris Carson involved. But if I'm Seattle, I'm managing the game. You know, at some point we will get shots with the offense for Seattle down the field. But I think I just want to get a good steady flow of moving the ball, not putting too much hype on the moon ball. You know what I'm saying? I feel like the he held the ball longer than he needed to because he's trying to push it downfield. Like, not every play got to be a downfield type play.
True.
It's interesting with these two teams just trying to find their rhythm. I think it's more so for the Colts than Seattle because they are a veteran team. Seattle is, and the Colts, they're coming out with a new QB and a new system. So important for them to find some type of footholding. Chargers and Washington football team. So they had a vote on the Washington football team name. They had like Red Wolves, the Red Pig, the President, the Commanders.
I like the Red Wolves.
You know what? I really thought about it. I like the Washington football team. I just like to keep it that.
Nah,
No.
bro. Why would you
Nah,
think you called the football team, bro? Like, you didn't have a
how
mascot.
original is that?
What do you mean?
That's
They're a
lame.
football team. It's called Washington football team. They're a
They don't
football
have a
team.
That's
mascot.
so boring.
Oh,
That's
it's not. The
What's your
W on the
mascot?
helmet?
Your mascot gonna come up
How?
dressed in a football?
No, he gonna come out with a football uniform on. A Washington football uniform on. It's gonna be a man in a uniform with a
That's
helmet
cool.
on.
No, they need to change, bro. They gotta be something. I'm
Man.
sick and tired of correcting myself saying old Washington football team. Like, they need
Well-
a name, bro.
Well, now I just call them WFT.
That
That's
just sounds
too
too
close
weird.
to
Yeah,
WTF.
too close to the too close.
I thought I said that like it's kind of close.
Yeah.
I like no, okay, now don't throw that one away. Y'all boy Justin Herbert and the Chargers playing against the Washington football team. Oh man, I wish I could see this game. I don't have direct TV, so I
That's pretty good one.
Yeah, it's gonna be man. Oh, that defense for Washington. Will they be able to protect Herbert? How them boys playing in the preseason? Man, they had Cam Newton scrambling.
That's the $1 million question.
All right, so the scenario for y'all is what for the Chargers to come in with a game plan. We'll be y'all perfect scenario for the Chargers.
They gotta get some type of run game going. Like, Eckler gonna have to. I mean, Eckler really is he only does. I mean, they don't really have like a cowbell running back. Just they can hand the ball to a lot. Eckler's more of like a catching back, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Who is
Speaking
the
of
other
Eckler,
running back?
right? Did you know this?
Huh?
I said, speaking of Eckler, did you know this? He had a hamstring injury in practice.
I don't know.
He said, I don't know now. Hey, they did it for you, huh, Gatwood?
Yeah, they might be in trouble.
What, kind of what? Now you gotta rely on heavy dose for Justin Jackson and Joshua Kelly.
Exactly, and then like you don't got the run game going with their pass rush, and all you have to do is single in on passing the ball. Their pass rush is so good. The Washington's defense is scary to me.
Yeah, and it's like them. It's like them putting in a NASCAR package because they know they don't have a running game. If Eckler doesn't play or he limited, then they can run a NASCAR package all day long, man. They can just like when a defense end, know he can just pass rush, not worry about running the ball. Man, it's like a dream come true for them because that's what they do. They pass rush. So that's like you don't got to worry about the lanes and crap.
Yeah, I don't think it's a good matchup for the Chargers.
Not right now.
No.
You know, they'll peaking, but to start the season off with Washington, it's not a good trade-off for them because they still trying to find their identity. They had Eckler miss 6 games last season, and they were just starting to gel, but I don't think they were there yet. And this is just a tough matchup for Herbert and them boys. Where they playing at? They're playing at Washington. Whew. Okay, so me knowing that Eckler is injured, man, I just don't want Justin Herbert just throwing the ball like that. I just don't. And it's gonna be tough for him.
Oh no. Yeah.
And
like you're gonna have to.
And I hope my defense will come up. Yeah, you might have to, but I hope my defense will come up and play because Fitzpatrick, he can be got. It just all depends on if he's just turning into Fitzmagic. If he turns to Fitzmagic, yeah, you're done. Because Scary Terry gonna tear y'all up. Logan Thomas gonna have a big game. Then we ain't get into Antonio Gibson. We know who's gonna run that thing. It's just a bad matchup right now for the Chargers. It's a bad matchup. All right, let's try to keep moving on. We almost done. Jets and Panthers. Anybody want to start off with what y'all think how this game gonna get played out?
All right,
I didn't want to do this. So I'm like, yeah, I can have this. Sorry one. Yeah, well, you don't have anything?
Let's see. God, what a crappy matchup. We'll see. Maybe it's a Sam Darnold revenge game, man. Maybe Sam Darnold maybe he'll go off against his old team.
Yo, you hoping, huh?
Something interesting for that game. Maybe McCaffrey will come back playing good. The Panthers aren't, their offense ain't that bad looking. Well, it depends how Sam Darnold plays. So they got McCaffrey, Robbie Anderson, Terrence Marshall had a good preseason as a rookie. I'm really just worried about McCaffrey. I hope McCaffrey does good because he's in my fantasy team. So.
You hope he scored 3 touchdowns that day.
Yeah. Or he can score 6. He can score 6 like Kamara does that one game.
Start the season off right.
Yeah.
I think Carolina definitely want to establish the running game, especially with McCaffrey's back and get his legs back underneath him. If I'm the Jets, I want to get Wilson going, give him some confidence. It's not like the Jets just have the best backfield in the world, even though they got Michael Carter, who's he can be Kamara type back and all that. But I want to get Zach Wilson going with Keelan Cole and Elijah Moore. And Corey Davis, man, that's a huge pickup for him. He was solid for Tennessee. And I just want Wilson feeling good. He's feeling good, that means he'd be more confident. And when a quarterback's more confident, it usually turns into more wins. So I just want to get him going. Jacksonville, another sorry game. Jacksonville and Texans. Yeesh. Texans.
Jaguars by 30.
Texans just hope and pray. Just hope and pray.
That's a sorry game.
It's no man. They're gonna probably make Trevor Lawrence look like the next Joe Montana out there. Y'all really just good at your team, man.
Except for the one part they need the good. That boy over there playing safety on the practice squad, bro. It's sick. It's sick over there in Houston. Yeah.
Oh man, that's funny, man. That's funny. Oh my word! You got the part they need to be good at. All right, so Tyrod Taylor, man, just gotta work with what you have. A lot of people high on Brandon Cooks, but I'm not. Like, I don't think the offense is not gonna be as potent.
I was never that high on Brandon Cooks though. Like he's a good receiver, but I was like,
He's a good number two.
I'm surprised they didn't trade him. It will save y'all some money.
Where y'all got him? Y'all got him in like, I know he's not in y'all top 10. Y'all got him in like 10, 20 to 25.
Okay. This is what we did. We traded DeAndre Hopkins for a second round pick, turned around and traded a second round pick for Brandon Cooks. That's wild.
Oh, it's more than wild, man. It's dumb. That's crazy.
They traded a second round pick.
I'm not part of that franchise, bro. These idiots.
Oh.
I'm not part of that anymore, bro.
Yeah, you are.
I'm nothing.
There's no
to do
quitting
with
in sports. There's no
bro, you a diehard, bro.
You still part of that team.
You ride or die, bro.
I'm not ride or die with them. I'll ride or die with the Rockets. No, the Rockets had the worst. The Rockets had the worst record in the league last year, and I'm still riding with them, bro.
Well,
I ain't riding with somebody stupid. I ain't riding with the idiots. I ain't riding with the idiots, bro.
All right, so what happened? They go 5-0.
I don't care, bro.
No, yeah. You like, well, the Texans look pretty good out there today.
If Deshaun's playing, then yeah.
They're not going 5-0. Not a chance.
Exactly. Yeah. If Deshaun's playing, then yeah.
So please tell me that Philip Lindsay is not your starter.
Ben, I told you I ain't keeping up with them, bro. That's not my team.
Oh my god.
So you follow like all testing things on Twitter?
Bro, I don't have anything to do with them, bro.
Man, I know what I'm getting you for Christmas.
I'm gonna burn
big
it.
Tyrod jersey.
Tyrod. God, no.
Hey, James, it's so funny. I was just gonna buy him a Texans hat. He said, buy him a Tyrod jersey.
He need that jersey, bro.
This though, if you are, say there's like some ride or die Houston Texans fans, what jersey do you even buy? Like, bro, there's not even a good player like to buy a jersey.
You gotta buy that Tyrod jersey.
Oh, don't you have a corner?
Yeah, we traded them to y'all.
All right, so you, Zach Cunningham, you buy his jersey.
Bro,
no, you don't.
Come on, bro. Who, dude, if you wore a Zach Cunningham jersey in public, there would not be a single soul who knew who that was.
But you know who Zach Cunningham is. He's good. He's a good linebacker.
The point of wearing a jersey is like, yo, man, I like your jersey, bro. You know, Dr. Deshaun Watson. But nobody, oh, bro, I like your jersey, bro. It's Zach Cunningham.
Hey, they would think that was your last name. They'll think you put your last name on that jersey.
They would thought that was a custom jersey.
That's even more lame, bro. People that do custom jerseys like that.
I know, it's funny when people do custom jerseys. They're like, wow.
You really are part of the team, huh?
All right, so versus Jacksonville.
James Robinson rushing for 200 plus.
The Texans defense is gonna have to be a game changer in this one. Philip Lindsay, running back Tyrod Taylor, no receivers. Brandon Cooks. To be honest, the Texans gonna need splash plays either from the defense side of the ball, or the offense gonna have to hit some home run shots because the Jaguar offense is ahead and shows above them. And we already know that, like I said, the Texans defense is gonna have to do something because they not that good. So they're gonna really hope and pray they can get some turnovers off of a rookie quarterback. But if I'm Jacksonville, I'm not gonna put in Trevor Lawrence's hands. I'm gonna give it to James Robinson. Duh. Like
James Robinson rushed for like 200 probably.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I'm putting in James Robinson hand. Like, I'm not gonna let Trevor come into the game thinking they're gonna throw for 400 yards versus the defense and may make some mistakes. I'm not gonna give that luxury to this basketball team to make some mistakes and let them come in the game and win it. No, keep them around.
He probably could. He probably could throw for 400 against our defense. I mean,
he could.
He was throwing for 400 against Alabama's defense, and their defense was probably way better than ours.
Exactly. And so I want James Robinson highly involved, just so I minimize the risk of turnovers. Trevor Lawrence, and cause we already know that Jacksonville O line is bad. It's bad. The Saints were putting pressure on Trevor Lawrence every time he stepped back and threw the ball, and I don't want that. I don't want a Joe Burrow situation. So let's run the ball and let's get the Texans, trying to make big plays and force them to create turnovers.
Well, yeah, miserable of the year it is though. You start off the year against the Jaguars. Usually you go, yo, bro, we're going to start off the year 1-0. But no, you're going to start off the year 0-1 against the Jaguars, and you still got 16 more games to suffer out.
And Jaguars might be one of the sorriest teams.
Exactly.
And they still had shoulders above you.
Yeah, that's sad. That's just pathetic.
So we have a rematch of the AFC Conference Championship game, Browns versus Chiefs. We already know what these boys can do with the Patrick Mahomes. Browns last year had trouble stopping that. I don't even know what you call that route. I forgot what they called that route. But basically, it was like a drag all the way across the field, and they couldn't cover that Tyreek Hill dude for nothing doing that drag route.
He was just beating people across the field, but ain't nothing they can do with it.
Tyler texted me like, man, nothing you can do.
Bro, like, you can't do nothing, bro. Like, he was, like, beating the coverage. He was just that fast.
He was. It was a long route across the field.
Yes, it is.
And they couldn't.
And he running full speed the whole time, bro. Like, it's sick.
Did they run the same play like twice in a row or something like that?
Yes, bro. Big gains.
Like 30 yards, 50-yard games. It was bad. So I hope the Browns have a better game plan against that. Because if not, I feel like Chiefs going to try to run that same play. They just didn't have no answer for that. And if I'm the Browns, I don't keep it out of Patrick Mahomes' hands, of course. So I'm running the ball. I don't know if the Chiefs' corners are still not that great. So I might have a couple of chances, depending on how OBJ is looking. He's been down for the last 2 years. You saw him running routes in the preseason game before the game, and he looked pretty good. But he's a great before the game receiver too. Like he make it look good. But sometimes when the game starts, he kind of fades away. So I'll be watching to see how he comes out and plays. I always feel like the Browns always need to add another receiver, even though they got People Jones and OBJ, Jarvis Landry. I feel like they already just need another receiver. I don't know why. Like it's kind of weird, ain't it? The receiver core is underrated, but it's kind of overrated too. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I see what you're saying.
Like they're good.
Like the names are big.
Yeah,
the names are big. They really aren't. Odell obviously hasn't performed, but Jarvis is a good receiver, but he's not like somebody you game plan for.
Number one. Yeah, like they got Rashad Higgins. Oh, I think People Jones is gone. Yeah, he's gone.
No, they still got him.
Oh, okay, yeah, I see it. Yeah. And they have David Joker.
Yeah.
And Austin Hooper. Like I said, that receiver core, when you look at their names, you're like, man, this talented group. But when you see them on field, like, dang, man, y'all need to shoot number one. I feel like Baker has a lot of slot receivers. Does that make sense to y'all?
Yeah, besides Odell's got to step up this year.
Mm-hmm. He really does. And,
their run game is pretty good, though. Their running game, their combo of Hunt and Chubb, that's nasty.
That's two number ones. Really.
That's two number ones. That really would help them keep them in games and have them won games this year. Mm-hmm. And Baker, is this the year that Baker needed to leap into the atmosphere of Josh Allen and Lamar Jackson and them boys?
I don't think he has to.
So.
I mean, yeah, I do too, but like, I don't think he has to. Like, I don't think he'll get to that level, but I think he could end up being a back end top 10 quarterback, and that's about what the Browns need to get to where they want to go because they have a solid defense and solid weapons. If he's just, better, not just a game manager, but a little bit more than a game manager, he don't have to be like a superstar. You know what I mean?
So y'all remember Mark Brunell from the Jacksonville Jaguars?
Yeah.
Yes.
I feel like that's Baker. Like he's not a great. He got potential to be a great quarterback, but he's more like in the middle. I don't know. I don't know if I have him in top 10. I don't think I do. So he's kind of like in the middle pack, but he has potential to be like a top 10.
Yeah. I just don't think he ever has potential to be top 5.
Nah. I don't think so either. Let me see the next game. Dang, I think I lost my schedule. Dolphins versus Patriots. Before I say this, I seen some guy on my Instagram, on VOL Sports Instagram, some guy I follow. He had the Patriots going 11-6 this year. With that being said, Matt Jones got to play against a pretty dang on good defense. And so it really going to come down to the two quarterbacks, I believe. It's going to come down to Tua and Matt Jones, who have the less mistakes and who actually can hit their big plays.
I think that would be Mac Jones.
I got my money on Tua.
Yep, I got Mac.
So y'all taking Mac after he took y'all boy Cam Newton's spot.
He deserved it.
Yeah.
I told y'all. What did I tell? I want to go back and talk about this.
Oh, brother.
Because y'all didn't believe me. Y'all thought I was crazy. I couldn't believe the type of feedback I'll get for y'all because I said that about Cam Newton.
Wait, what did you say?
I said he wasn't. I said there's other. He's not better than a 32 starting quarterback. Like he's better than probably like.
Oh no, I think he is.
No, but I always said that. I said he is not going to be the starter, and y'all thought I was crazy.
Did we?
Yeah, I straight up said he's not going to be the starter. He's going to get released. Or I said something like to that effect. And y'all thought I was insane. Y'all, no, he's not going to do that. And blah blah blah, this and that. And look at where we at now. So I want. Huh?
So you're going to have to pull up the receipts on that one.
I will. I catch them in too. So that's like, I need credit or something, guys. I mean, I straight up told y'all that Cam Newton not going.
Oh no, you was right.
Yeah.
I'm saying.
Tyler,
we said that he was. No, because he called it like he said something about Cam that we disagree with. But I'm pretty sure we said that he was better than. He's not worse than all 32 quarterbacks.
That's what we said. But look, he said, he never gives us credit when we're right, so we can't give him credit when he's right.
It is true.
When I'm wrong, though. Hold on. When am I wrong?
Chris Bosh thing.
No. That don't really count.
See.
And the whole postseason about Brady. Remember the whole postseason about Brady, bro?
I was right. I was half right.
How are you half right? They won the Super Bowl.
Because the defense won. Like, if it wasn't for that defense, man, like, he played sorry. Capital SORY. Sorry.
Come on, bro.
Come on, Tyler. You saw him versus the Saints. He threw for literally 200-some yards.
Shit, he won.
All right. So, like I said, I believe the big play is going to come down to Tua or Matt Jones. Whoever can make the most big plays. Whoever can make the right decision, too. I feel like Matt Jones do take care of the ball. I can't really say that, but I have a good feeling Matt Jones do probably take care of the ball better than Tua. I feel like Tua always try to make things happen. Like Tua will throw it in a window, a tight window, where he shouldn't be throwing. But what set them apart, and the Patriots defense, they pretty stellar too. They getting a lot of guys back, and I believe that it's gonna come down to who make the least mistakes, who has and who can take the ball away the most. And it's gonna be interesting to see how they play. Another sorry game. Broncos versus Giants. Teddy two gloves. How y'all see this game going?
I don't know.
I'll give y'all a sorry game.
Nah, we don't want
No, I want to hear Taylor. I want to hear your take on Daniel Jones on this game.
Bro, why do you always give me the crappy quarterback?
Guys, man, you like a quarterback guru.
Oh, really? I'm a quarterback guru now?
Yeah, you always tell me about some quarterback.
Daniel Jones going to have to show me something. That's all I'm at. Hey, this is his last year. This is his last year for the Giants. If he don't do something this year, he's gone. And then you got Teddy Bridgewater, who he's a solid game manager. So probably going to be a pretty crappy game, for being honest.
Low scoring.
Yeah, probably.
You're not looking at Saquon? Like, you don't think Saquon's like going to play a huge factor?
I mean, it's his first game back from injury. We'll see. And I don't know how much they're going to give him the ball.
Yeah, that's true. Because he was questionable for week 1, but now they say he's playing. So I'm definitely playing that by ear because he's on my fantasy team. I need to. I'm gonna check on that. I'm keep my eye on that. But they said he was playing. But why would you rush him back versus the Broncos week 1 if he's not like 100%? I don't.
Maybe he'll get a light workload.
In my eyes, I don't care if he's 98% or 99%. He's sitting this game like I don't need you for the Broncos.
Do you think the Giants are gonna beat the Broncos?
Giants defense,
No.
They pretty good now.
Nah.
I'm just saying, bro. I'm not the Giants and say, yo, we don't need him for this game against anybody.
But I'd rather have him missing the Denver game than, if we had to go against the Cowboys or something like that.
Yeah, I guess. But I'd rather him be full healthy for the rest of the year.
Yeah.
If he ain't healthy, man, don't let him play.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I don't care if he's 99% ready. No, I need you at 100. I need to make sure that percentage is full health. I want all my health meters up. And I ain't putting you in, you just 90-something. No. And he should be thinking the same way. Like, dude, has he been injured twice since he came into the league?
Has it been
I think that was his only major injury he's had.
Well, I'm saying he missed games.
I can't remember, honestly.
I think he had a quad. Was it like a hamstring? Cause I remember trading him for Kamara. Yeah, I think he was injured. I think it was like a hamstring or something. Cause I traded him for Kamara. Bears versus the Rams. If Justin Fields ain't starting, the Bears don't have a chance. Fred Rock's gonna throw 5 interceptions.
I'm excited to see Stafford, man.
Yeah. Their Ram offense, they lost some running backs, but they don't need them. I air it out. I'm like, man, go have fun, Stafford. You already know the Bears. You play against them your whole career. So just go out there and do your thing, and we'll get our defense after. We make sure that Andy Dalton think twice about starting against us again. That's all the Rams got to do. They just got to oppose their will. That's what I'm saying. I'm coming in this game as a big, bad wolf, and I'm imposing my will all on the Chicago Bears. Like, I'm blitzing, I'm intimidating them the crap out of them. I'm airing it out. Like, I'm doing all types of stuff. And I'm putting this game away early. Because the Bears, David Montgomery, he hasn't shown me anything. Everybody, I don't know. David Montgomery is a good running back, but I don't get the hype they put so much on him. The Bears haven't fixed their O-line, hardly any, and I just don't see him rushing against their front four anyway.
Yeah, I think the Rams are going to blow that one out.
Yeah, Andy Dalton, the Red Rocket, I don't even know why he got the name. Maybe he just got a strong arm. Because it's more like a red firework than the Red Rocket.
He just fizzles out?
Yeah, like, he just, I never was high. I made a statement about Andy Dalton a couple years ago. I said he reminded me of a poor man, Joe Flacco. And Joe Flacco was already poor already, but he's a poor man, Joe Flacco.
Don't do Joe Flacco like that.
But Joe Flacco was solid.
Yeah, he was solid. He's a game manager, yeah.
He had a good arm, bro.
He did. But he's a poor man, Joe Flacco. Like, he just...
Yeah, you can't... Yeah, you're right, because Joe Flacco got him a ring. Andy Dalton, what does he got? Does he have a playoff win? I don't even think Andy Dalton has a playoff win.
And
Ray Lewis got him a ring.
You know, Carson Palmer, is better than Andy Dalton.
Bro, I remember in the playoffs one year when we had a really good defense, the Texans.
Mm-hmm.
We played against the Bengals, bro. We were down to our fourth-string quarterback because the rest of them got hurt. And we had T.J. Yates, man. We beat the Bengals. That's when they had Andy Dalton.
No, I don't get it. Andy Dalton, to be honest, Cam Newton should be starting. If Cam Newton went to the Bears, they'll be highly more likely, for that situation to have Justin Fields back up Cam Newton than have Justin Fields backing up Andy Dalton.
And Cam Newton can start for the Texans. He can start over Tyrod.
Mm-hmm. So, man, the Bears, man. Is it too late to drop Andy Dalton and go get Cam Newton?
It's his time, Ben. You forgot it's his time.
Oh man, I'm sorry. When he said that, I was like, dude, you missed that train by like 5 years, dude. Like, I'm sorry. Your time is not your time. You just buying time. That's all you're doing. You just buying time. God, Justin Fields is literally gonna take over this season. All right, Ravens and Raiders. I'm curious to see how this Oakland offense is gonna look, because they always show flashes of, oh man, they got all these great players. They got good, fast Henry Ruggs. They got Josh Jacobs and Darren Waller. Like, they put on show when that Darren Waller and Carr connection. But it fluctuates, and that was so aggravating. Why does this offense fluctuate between, like, when they go play against different people? Like, they never bring the same offense with them, and it's crazy. Like, I don't even understand why they brought in Kendrick Drake when they could have added, a couple more things. They could. Well, they did get O-line in the first round. I believe they drafted Leatherford. I think that's his name, from Alabama. Yeah, Alex Leatherford. Leatherwood, that's what it is. And, I mean, they got Hunter Renfrow in the slot. And, I know they signed Willie Snead. And they got Zay Jones. Man, I wanted the Saints to get Zay Jones so bad when the Bills released him. Zay Jones is like, he was there as a number one, but he can be a solid number two. And they have all these talented receivers, but why this game can't travel? Like, why they can't keep it together? and John Gordon, John Gruden supposed to be some type of guru or something like that. So why this offense just flutters sometimes?
You talking?
No, do y'all have what do y'all see when y'all see the Raiders, the offense playing like?
I just see mediocre, man. This is the definition of mediocre.
You don't think you don't think they have good talent?
Yeah, I mean they got one of the best tight ends in the game. They got some speed and Henry Ruggs. They got Josh Jacobs is a really good running back in my opinion. Derek Carr's a solid quarterback. I mean, their offense ain't bad.
So you think it's the play calling?
I honestly don't know. I mean, I watched a couple games last year, and like it seems like they don't get blown out. Like they're usually in games. Like they're not a bad team, but it just seems like they can't figure out how to get over the hump.
And hopefully they add some defensive pieces to help them out because the defense was giving up chunk plays a lot.
Yeah, I mean, if they had a decent defense, they'd be all right. Because I mean, their offense ain't bad.
It just go flat sometimes. I don't understand it, man. I really don't. And versus the Ravens, their defense is gonna have to step up. Is it true that teams figured out Lamar Jackson?
I think they figured him out.
Mm-hmm.
Not so much him, it's the offense.
Oh yeah, because you told the story about how the defense called out the plays before they called it.
Yeah, that was wild.
Yeah, it looked like the Bills figured them out in the playoffs.
They just need to air it out some more, spread it out.
Yeah, they need to revamp the offense. They need to
get some variety in.
I mean, Lamar Jackson got strong on. They don't air it out. I mean, that was the whole purpose of having Hollywood. All right?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Exactly.
I mean, if you're going to draft a receiver like that, you got to air it out.
I like they don't trust him throwing the football or something.
I don't see why
they're going to have to.
Yeah, kind of all that running, man, it's not gonna be sustainable every year. Every year, dog, running the football like that, it's not gonna be sustainable. Ask Mike Vick about that. Mike Vick had kind of revamped his game, and you're gonna have to throw it. They picked up Sammy Watkins. They just don't know how to get receivers to this guy. They gonna bring in the old Dez Bryant. Now they bring in injury-prone Sammy Watkins. They have some backups. I don't even know who they are. And then J.K. Dobbins went down. I guess they're gonna have to run it through Lamar since they lost J.K. Dobbins. They didn't help out his receiver core at all. But they're gonna have to do it again, I guess, this year. And they're gonna fall short again this year. They gotta run this offense back through Lamar Jackson like that.
Yeah.
No. So, that's all the games right now. Anything else I want to bring up before we end this podcast?
Nah.
Gatwood, you good? Gatwood's asleep. He got to be working in the morning. Yeah, he fell asleep. All right, so y'all can catch us on most social media platforms. We're on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, YouTube. Just type in VOS Sportscast and type it in. We'll pull up. We're still working on our merch store, so y'all can get apparel, T-shirts, hats, things like that. And we thank y'all for the support each and every day. Thanks for coming on our posts on Instagram and just staying active with us. We still looking to get more callers into the show, so we do have it available open right now. So if y'all ever call in, we get y'all on, we talk sports, just having a good old time. And like I said, we thank y'all for helping us out and liking and subscribing and sharing with friends. So we out of here.
You are listening to Voice of the Fans Sportscast, brought to you by none other than the voices of the fans. Discussing football, basketball, news, trending topics. The one-stop shop for all things sports. Voice of the Fans Sportscast. Hosted by none other than Ben Swift Reynolds, Taylor Gatwood, and Tyler Wright. Voice of the Fans Sportscast. Voice of the Fans Sportscast.